We good, baby. You ready to rock? Nick's going to come to you when we come back. Yeah. We going to do the break of the quarters, or we going to do after the 1 minute break?
After the 1 minute, we'll do it during this.
Do it during the free throw when they come back to us.
All right, Dre.
Real deal, Monisha Neal. Yeah.
2 free throws by Ray Taylor. She sinks the first one, misses the second. Gives Grambling an 8-9 disadvantage to the Southern Lady Jaguars. Lady Jaguars control the ball. Number 1 controlling it from the Lady Jaguars. She gets it over to Aubert. Aubert moves it over to the corner to Jaden Towner. Towner puts it in for 3.
And the Lady Jaguars are not bashful about jacking those threes, and they have knocked down 2 straight, Nick. The Lady Tigers are going to have to get out defensively and put a hand in the face of the shooter. No more uncontested threes.
We're going to go to Taylor Stewart here in just a moment. Lady Jaguars controlling the ball once again. Number 1 gets it down to Crowder. Crowder unable to finish. Rebound by DeRay Taylor. Taylor gets the ball over to Hill. Hill controlling, setting up the play, slashing to the goal. Great pass by Hill over to Janae Thompson.
Now, Nick, that is point guard 101. Shakila, still the thrill. Hill penetrated, drew the defenders to her right, kicked it to her left for a wide open Renee Thomas. That is running some point right there.
45 seconds left to go here in the first period. Lady Tigers behind the Lady Jaguars 10-12. Southern moving the ball around the perimeter. 1 control. Gets the ball over to Aubert. Aubert puts it down to the, sends it down to the post. That's Jaden Towner in for 2.
And the Lady Jags are really knocking down their jump shots. The Lady Tigers are going to have to get out more on the perimeter. I know they're trying to protect the basket as Southern scored 2 early baskets in the paint.
Thompson gets the ball down to Hill. Hill tries to pass it back out. It is intercepted by Crowder.
She carried the ball.
That's going to be a carry. So it'll be Lady Tigers basketball with 6.9 seconds left to go here in the first period of play.
That's typically a Cardinal sin, as Maya Crowder, 6-foot senior from Atlanta, Georgia, was bringing the ball up the floor. She plays the center position. Normally you want to get the ball into your hands of your guards, your best ball handlers. But again, the Lady Tigers defense gave her nowhere to go.
And a block there on 13 Jasmine Boyd by the Southern Lady Jaguars. They put the ball up. It is no good. That's the end of the first period of play. The Southern Lady Jaguars leading 14-10 over the Grambling Lady Tigers. We're going to go to the sidelines to get our first report of the game.
But it definitely seems like the Southern Jaguars are definitely going to give our Tigers a run for their money. You know, of course, we want to see something from Shakila Hill, but I'm really interested to see Janae Thompson. Being that she's a 6-footer, she's definitely going to bring something to the table that the Tigers definitely need if they want to continue to have a great season. All right, back to you.
Thanks a lot. We appreciate it. I'm so sorry.
Taylor.
Yes, Taylor.
Taylor
Thank
Stewart.
you, Taylor. Taylor
Miss Cover Girl.
Taylor. That's right,
Former
Miss Cover Girl. That's right. We were just talking about that before the game. Miss Cover Girl, we got her on the sidelines. You know, look. Now, look, we look good.
Isn't she lovely?
Well, she's lovely. She's lovely.
Isn't she wonderful?
And she's going made from God.
I'm
Very much so.
So,
she brought up a very interesting point. It's something that you talked about earlier in the game. Janae Thompson has had trouble finishing at the rim for the Lady Tigers. She finally got one on the board towards the end of the first period. She's having a little trouble with the size, especially Crowder from the Lady Jaguars. What does she need to do to try to overcome that and help out her team?
Now, what we're going to have to see is more offensive penetration. If you notice, the easiest bucket she got came from Shakila Hill's offensive penetration, drawing the defenders and dishing the ball. More plays like that as Southern is running a zone defense, but it's more of a matchup zone as we see Hill attacking again.
Parsons inbounds to Hill, and Hill goes directly to the bucket for 2. And that's how you want to start out the second period if you're the Lady Tigers. Score now 14-12. Lady Jaguars on top. Crowder controls. Gets the ball over to number 1. Number 1 passes it down into the post to Crowder as she finishes for 2. Right back for the Lady Jaguars. Score now 16-12.
And Nick, in the game for the Lady Tigers, Brene Andrews from Detroit, Motown, Michigan. And Brene is a three-point specialist. Look for the Lady Tigers to open up their offense when you see Brene on the floor.
They get it right to her. She tries to get it to Thompson, but the ball is poked away. Crowder calling for it, being brought up by Kadisha Berry. Berry puts it in for 2.
Some on the floor.
We have an object on the floor.
Brene.
Hopefully somebody will recognize
Some on the
that.
floor.
There's an object on the floor. Coming in for the Jaguars, number 23, Samantha Duncan, who played well for the Jaguars in the first period of play. Hill with the pass over to Parsons. Parsons being defended heavily by Berry. Ball back to Parsons. Berry playing some excellent defense. Parsons able to get free, get the ball up. No good. Rebound by the Lady